Hello everyone, happy Monday. I hope everybody is having a absolutely wonderful start to your week. So today, in light of the fact that I have an incredible webinar coming up next week for introverts called Unapologetic AF, I wanted to hop on today and talk to you about my own experience with being unapologetic AF and what that's going to look like for me from this moment forward. So, bear with me. I've got a lot to share. It's going to get a little bit vulnerable, a little bit, I don't know about uncomfortable. We'll see where it goes. But it's definitely going to give you some things to think about the way that you show up online, what you share online, how you share online, etc. And even just in general, how you share with different audiences and different groups of people. And this will all make sense in about a second. So let's get into it. As I share, please do not hesitate to let me know in the comments what is coming up for you, if anything. Tell me where you're tuning in from. If you have any questions, all of that stuff, let me know. But I am just going to jump right into it, and then if there's any thoughts or questions at the end, I will look at those towards the end. So, like I said, today I am unexpectedly going live to give you an example of me truly embodying the unfiltered, unapologetic AF version of me. So I've got a lot to say today. I will be looking at the notes that I very quickly jotted down, just to stay on track. But let's get into it. Whether you are here, this is important, whether you are here via a business connection or if you're a friend or family member outside the scope of my business, I have something important to share with all of you, so stick around. I will get to that in just a moment. Alright, so for most of my journey, I realized that in hindsight, I was subconsciously worried that whoever was watching, whoever was reading, whoever was looking, was annoyed or irritated by my message, by the way that I was showing up, etc. So the thing is, I am no longer worried about being judged. I'm no longer worried about being rejected. But I realized that this is a deeply rooted feeling, and it's creating an energetic leak in both my business and my personal life. So today, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing about it. Today I'm sharing with you guys how I'm closing those gaps so that I can show up fully, unapologetically as me in all aspects of my life, regardless of what hat I'm wearing. So whether I'm wearing the business hat or the wife hat or the dog mom hat or the work hat or just being plain old stuff, I want to be able to show up fully and be more present, and this is going to allow me to do that. So if you're feeling a little bit fragmented, this is definitely somewhere that you're going to want to listen to today. So I didn't even realize that I was subconsciously still worrying about whether I was too much for some of you and not enough for others. And although I've done a lot of deep soul searching and deep work to let go of those feelings, I am done allowing those fears to hold me back anywhere, even subconsciously. Okay? So, essentially, I'm done apologizing, I'm done justifying, I'm done hiding in plain sight. Before I say any more of this, I want to take a quick moment to say thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here today and being just part of this journey up until now. However we connected, however we know each other. So whether you're a friend, whether you're a family member, whether you've been here from the beginning or you jumped on somewhere in the middle, thank you for being here. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for cheering on all of my ideas. The good, the bad, and the downright, what the fuck is this girl talking about crazy. It has been a fun and a wild ride. And I am so grateful that you've stayed on it with me the whole way. I hope that I've given you something to think about and talk about and even laugh about along the way. Okay? So, if we connected through the online space at any point in this crazy journey, I want to say thank you for holding space, for witnessing me through every shift and every tweet. As my mission evolved from fitness coaching, who remembers that? If you remember that, I love you for sticking around. To confidence and communication coach for introverts, to everything in between. And as I myself have evolved as a human, as a leader, as a coach, as a business owner, etc. Thank you for sticking around. This has been, hands down, the most messy, vulnerable, beautiful, uncomfortable journey that I'm so grateful for. And I'm so glad that I've been on, that I never want to have again. I never thought I would experience it, but I'm so grateful that I did, because I have connected to myself and to so many incredible people that I never would have thought, or in ways I never would have thought possible. I'm just so grateful. And more than that, I'm grateful that I never stopped, even when I felt like I was on the hamster wheel, spinning in circles, etc. So I am a completely different human being now than I was a year ago. I am nearly unrecognizable from the person I was 3 years ago at the start of this journey. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you for holding space for me as I stepped into myself and figured it all out. So all of that said, I recognize that I am not everyone's cup of tea at all times, right? I have a lot of passion. I have a lot of things that I am passionate about. And I love that about me. And I also recognize that since starting this account 3 years ago, when I started that account, it was the first time that I was ever showing myself so openly and so just vulnerably. And so, admittedly, when I started and up until very recently, I was confused. I was confused about which parts of me I wanted to show. And so, to be honest, I showed all of it to everyone, all the time. And it was a lot. It was a lot for me, but it was also a lot for you guys. And so, I have made the decision that I'm going to be moving to a private personal page, okay, for my personal stuff. So, friends and family, you guys can go over there if you want. You can stay here too. This account, Coach for Introverts, will remain public. The private one might be public. I don't know. Who knows? We'll figure it out. This account, Coach for Introverts, will remain a public page, and it will be focused on my mission. So I will share more about my mission in a minute, or in a little bit. I should mention that the two pages will definitely cross-reference each other, but some things are better suited for my business community, and some things are just better suited for my friends and family and coworkers. And if you've been here for a while and you want to stick around for both, great. If you want to switch to the other one, great. If you only want to be here, great. If you want to do both, do whatever suits you. This is my journey, and I am not sorry for the way that I've shared it in my own strange, convoluted, funny, interesting, weird way, because I'm making my own path, and because that path has led me here, which is to the point where I feel so abundantly accepted and loved within myself and among all of you, however I know you. But as I step into this next level and I move forward into being fully unapologetically Steph in all areas of my life, both in my personal life and as a leader, I've decided that it is time to start to separate the two entities. So we've got stuff, and we have Coach for Introverts. Because you'll always get the same stuff, right? I'm one person. And I refuse to put on an act in any capacity, regardless of what hat I am wearing. But I want you to choose the lens, the angle, the filter that you see me through. It's so important for me that you get the full scope of me when I show up wearing each hat or in each role, rather than, just getting 75% or 50% or whatever I feel comfortable with, right? I want you to fully get me. I want you to fully get what you opted in for and signed up for, right? So that's just kind of where I'm at right now, and I am trusting that this choice will allow my message to reach more of the right people in the capacity of Coach for Introverts, while also allowing me to be my quirky, silly self without business, for the people in my world who just want plain old regular stuff, right? Of course, I open the invitation to both accounts for those of you who want to see stuff from all angles, which, hello, I love you if that's you. But I'm no longer in a place where I desperately need to shove myself down everyone's throats all the time. Sorry for the analogy. Thanks to this journey that I've been on for the last 3 years, all the pieces of me are no longer fragmented and blurry and all over the place. So this is coming from a place of me finally being able to see the full picture and finally being able to identify where it's time for some boundaries, right? Time to set some boundaries. Starting with the way that I share my life, the way that I talk about my life, the way that I share what's going on in my world, etc. So I believe fully that making this change will allow me to nurture everyone more fully and deeply, including myself. I will say that, like I said, the accounts will cross-reference each other, the way that you often see me sharing little bits and parts of Meatball the Frenchie, right? But for the most part, I'm going to stay in my lane with each account. So essentially I realized that, yes, I do want the world to see me. But I'm no longer in a place where I want to be naked in front of the crowd all the time. Like, some things are meant to stay private. Some things are meant to be shared with certain audiences. Some things are meant to just be spontaneous, in-the-moment conversations that never end up on the internet. So trying to share everything here in one place kind of felt a bit like trying to force two different groups of friends with very different interests to hang out. And it's just not the vibe, right? It's just not the vibe anymore. It almost felt like being at a party and like talking to somebody in a totally different industry about your engineering work, or talking to my coworkers about all the different times that I got drunk. Like, I just don't need to share all of me all the time to every person that gives me their attention, right? So yeah, I'm multifaceted, multi-passionate, but I just don't need to show all of that to everyone all the time. So I've been talking about being unapologetic and not overthinking and not overanalyzing, and not trying to like obsess about taking care of myself, right? And I've been talking about that because I am the queen of self-coaching. In fact, my whole journey to date was me self-coaching myself to my next breakthrough, but that is a story for another time. If you look at my content, it is literally me talking myself to my next step. But again, we'll talk about that next time. Anyway, I have been talking about being unapologetic. I've been talking about not overthinking, not overanalyzing, taking care of yourself, because I needed to break out of this place where I'm just showing up so fully all at once, all the time to everyone, so much so that I'm not able to show up for myself. For so long, I was so afraid of being seen And yet, I wanted to be seen. And then once I stopped hiding, I had no way to like truly discern what I actually wanted you guys to see. So I just shared all of it. So although I will not apologize for how I've shown up to date, I am declaring today what to expect from me going forward. Rather than taking the aggressive approach of like, fuck you, this is me, so you need to accept it. Like, I don't like that approach. It's too aggressive. It's too much. It's not me. I'm just going to let you know what to expect from me with in each different area. Okay? So this is me creating a scenario where I am unapologetic because I no longer ever feel like I have to apologize or explain or justify myself or my message. I am telling you here and now that this account, if you are here, is for talking about being an introvert and self-acceptance and not overthinking and not overanalyzing, and it's going to be all that stuff, okay? And I'm giving you the opportunity to choose and to opt into the parts of me that you want to see. So there's no surprises, and I don't feel like I have to explain. So if you're here for Coach for Introverts, you'll get content about my mission. Like I said, that is to help introverts rewrite their narrative, stop overthinking, stop overanalyzing every little thing, so that you can find an abundance of love and acceptance within yourself and with others as you are. Right? I think we all deserve that. If you want what I just shared on a deeper level for introverts, that kind of content for introverts, then head on over to the link in my bio and join the community for introverts, which has been growing rapidly. I cannot wait to see you there. If you are here for Stephanie Laffey, my new profile, my new personal public or private page, I don't know, coming very soon, you'll get stuff daily. I don't know how much I'll post on there because my heart is here in this account. This is where I'll be mostly showing up. But that account will just be me living life unapologetically, being my unfiltered, goofball, quirky, silly, fun self. No hidden meanings, no deeper messages. Just me living my life in the city, doing my thing, whatever. And if you are here for Meatball the French Bulldog, if you love Frenchies, if you love dogs, if you love my weird-ass, dorky little doggy, head on over there. Some parts of my life, going forward, in fact, many parts of it, you're not going to see at all. Because some things are just meant to stay out here in the real world. Okay? Some things are just meant for me, my friends, my hubby, as they happen, and that's fine. So, I hate talk. So in summary, like I said, I am no longer showing all of me on the internet because I no longer feel confused about which parts of me I want to share. And the parts of me that I am showing will be available through different angles, personal, business, community, in real life. So basically, you guys get to choose what you want to see, what you don't, what you want to be a part of, what you don't. And you have my word that I'm going to be showing up fully, unfiltered, unapologetically me in all areas. So I am so excited to connect with all of you on a much deeper level, on a much more intentional level, in whatever way you choose. And in the meantime, I will be over here chilling, sharing what I feel called to share, where and when and with whom I feel called to share it. And so I invite you to take what you want, leave the rest, stick with this account, go to the other one. I will share all the accounts below in the comments or in the caption, whatever. And yeah, thank you for listening to my little ramble.